Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little.
Hello and welcome back. Today we are trying Greedfall. So what we got for hair options? Yeah. Huh? No. We'll just... No, I really don't like that style. I hate that style. Eh. Good enough. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, what do we get? Technical, sentinel trap, firearms, one-handed blades. So first time playing this game, I've seen one person start the game, and I didn't watch enough to really learn anything because I really wanted to jump into this blind. But the game looks beautiful and it looks interesting, so I figured I'd give it a try. Okay, so this one gives me one-handed heavy weapons, one-handed blades, and firearms. Set an elemental trap, firearms, and one-handed blades. Divine magic ring, stasis, one-handed heavy weapons. Well, I'm not a fan of heavy weapons. I've never been a fan of heavy weapons. I always go for light and fast. So, one-handed blades and firearms. Set an elemental trap. Accuracy, agility. You know what? This one might be the right one for me. Especially if I get a rifle later on. That could be fun. So this is interesting. I can increase my magic points, but I don't have magic? Maybe I can get magic. Life and balance, armor and stun, physical damage, fury. I definitely want accuracy because I'm going with the firearms. If I could do firearms and magic, that could be fun. Oh, I don't have a point. I'm sitting here debating about something I don't even have. Ugh, okay. Okay, where are we going now? Let's see. Slightly reduce merchant prices, improve companion combat, increase the chance of dialogue. Simple as potions. That could be fun. Pick locks. Gathering sites becomes easier to see. Increase the number of ingredients and objects. Now see, if I'm going down the trap making, intuition might help. But upgrading my basic weapons and armor. Oh man, these all look good. My next point is at level 5. Now, I'm guessing they're going to give us enough to get through a couple of these chains, but not all of them. If I start with intuition, I can then get the craftsmanship, and I'll have the resources I need to really make the craftsmanship go. But lockpicking seems like it's such a good option. Crap. Sorry. No. No, we're gonna do lockpicking. No. Ah! God, I hate these decisions. Stick with your gut. Intuition. Alright. We're gonna start with intuition.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Alright, let's see. WASD. Third person. Okay, I'll deal with it. I have never been a fan of third person. Never have liked third person. Alright.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, not what I intended. How do I... Oh, okay. It just goes way on its own. Why am I running everywhere? Oh, I can talk to the pretty lady.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Well, she's a bit of an irritant. Or a bit irritated.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Huh. Can I go? Nope, can't go through the door. Alright. Sorry, I'm just going to be exploring for a bit. Just kind of getting a feel for the place, and how the game works.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of
That
arms.
is-
As loyal as your gold.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Okay. Oh, I do like that secondary attack. So parry. Okay. So that's gonna be a time, I'm guessing. That's fine. Ah! Oh, crap. Ah! Alright. Use tab space for tactical pause, okay. Ooh, firearms. Let's bind firearms to 2. Bind that to 3. Dodge is left shift. Okay, furious attack. Ah, crap. Really needed to parry that one.
What a green blood. Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
I
It's
screwed that
becoming
one
a
up.
little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner. Go! Fight with honor!
Yeah. Oh, okay. So that's how that works. Well, I've already done it. It's 2. Got it. Whew. I'm lucky that guy didn't just jump in. Okay. Armor absorbs part of the physical damage. To break an enemy's armor, you can use an impact weapon or certain traps. Okay. Crap. Damn it. Come on. Okay. Oh. Okay, fury attacks. Gotcha. Jesus Christ, these two. Adrenaline, gotcha. Okay. Where I'm pointing determines where the gun goes. Gotcha.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does, and I'd like to be on my way. I've quite the list of things to do before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train an
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsilion are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since.
Find
You
his
know
farm
Constantine.
interesting.
I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the
Padded
mood for
coat in the middle
celebration.
makes sense.
The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye.
But they have the
But you
armor
should be
and
going
the
to see her
arms the
now.
way they are.
She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace.
They're the same.
Then we'll go and find
They are.
Constantine together.
Very well.
It's better
I'll meet
than
you
them
as soon as I've
doing it
said
with
my
just
goodbyes.
One arm having the damn brace. Oh, wrong button. Okay. That's a plague doctor.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Mother, I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so
not doing
very
well.
happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
God, that plague looks hideous. The curtain palace. Yeah. Interesting city we're in. Just taking in the sights, and then we'll be on our way.
Kurt,
Uh-oh.
it's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Well, might as well have him with us.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think
Interested in
Constantine
all
will
the
be waiting
rubble
for us next to the
streets.
ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
You'd think this place would be better kept. It's not like there's a war on, or is the disease just that bad? Oh, the disease is just that bad. Okay, I see now. Map. So that's the ambassador, so we just go down here, that way. Fontaine House. Wow, a lot of things to see. So if we drop down this way, we can hit the Bridge Alliance, then we can hit the Lime, then the Fontaine House, then the... Something about
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
people just standing around in games that make me think, oh, that's somebody to give me a quest. No. Not this time. Oh, there's way through. They're burning the bodies. Man, they must be bad.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tirfredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Sad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the Union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the Bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tearfredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tearfredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are in fact quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
That was a very diplomatic way of him saying that. I like it.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
All right.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
I have a feeling I am not going to like the... just wanted to name the other people I have to talk to. So it looks like there are 3 factions. Serene, the people I am. Bridge Alliance, and this I'm going to see now. Believe me. They called them bigots, which makes me think that they are probably some sort of religious group. And based on what I see here, I'm thinking yes.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tearfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of
The animations
great
from the
honor
dark
that I am
off.
sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you
Mother
and your
Cardinal
cousin
Cornelia.
in the future. I only regret that your departure is so
Nice,
sudden.
okay.
Really?
Yes, got it.
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
To the island.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I don't like this guy.
I must be
I
going.
don't like
Farewell, Excellency.
extreme religions.
May the light guide you, Desade.
And somebody who says that anybody who believes differently than them is a problem is not okay with me. Okay. Onward to this other house. Which was... Yes, this one. Just walk into whatever house I feel like. That's Kurt. Not a person I can talk to. Okay, nobody to talk to here. Am I missing doors? Are there other doors to this house, or is that it? Literally a bedroom and a lower floor. Literally a bedroom and a lower floor. Gotcha. Alright, off we go. We need to go this way to get to the vendor. I know, I said I need to go that way. And I just... Ooh. What do we have here? Random passerby.
Oh, hello, Your Excellency.
Stop running
It
in
is an
circles!
honor.
God, just...
The alchemists of the Alliance have been promising us an antidote for years,
Okay.
but they've not
No.
found anything yet.
Random person, random person.
The merchant is there.
Oh, yeah, the merchant's right up here. There he is.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders. Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Let me ask who his master is. So I've got a 50% here.
I don't think you understand who you're dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lord de Sardet, nephew of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion, theft. You know as well as I that the Congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That is a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise, without delay. Unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lord. I shall go immediately and ask that these crates be delivered to the attendant.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo!
Nice.
The quartermaster must be expecting us.
I will look at the weapon. I don't have gold to look at the weapons right now. Where else? Find the charlatan, coin guard barracks. Okay, so let's go there next. Let's go this way.
To my help! And death to the others!
Nope, 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 nope. I do not want to do that. Okay, let's...
You're wounded! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Okay. Whew. That was unexpected. Take everything. Okay. Where's the third? Ammo and gold coins. Oh, and a barrel that I can use. Take everything.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
No, we're good. Okay, he's still following. So that was interesting. Oh, I want to go the other direction for the charlatan. Crafting table. A tavern. And a merchant. The Fontaine Family Warehouse. Fontaine Family Warehouse is interesting. Let's go this way. Oh, I can't go that way. Okay. Sorry, Kurt. I'm wandering in circles because I don't know where I'm going yet. I have lived in this city my entire life, but I do not know my way around it. Good times. Just a random crafting bench. Let's see what it does. Oh, I don't have craftsmanship. I can't use it yet. Ooh. Can I equip that? No. Inventory, maybe? Yes. Let's equip that, and then I've got a rusty stiletto. So... Oh, that requires agility 1, and I don't have agility 1. So that has less physical damage, more armor damage. Wow, that would be good. Yes, we're going to do the hat with the feather, because hats with ridiculous feathers are awesome. Okay. That's fine. Do I have anything? Oh, I do. Doublet of good fortune. Hands? Goldsmith's gloves. Why not? And legs. Don't I just look dashing? That's the charlatan who is doing this stuff that the Bridge Lions is.
Precious in these dark hours.
Let's talk to
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything.
Panacea.
Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying some.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
Brilliant. Brilliant to steal his potion and force him to drink it. Look at his cart. Where is his damned cart? Ooh, more stuff. Charlatans Antidote. Small illustrated handwriting, experiment results, patient observations, incomprehensible symbols. Never doubt the author was a true alchemist and was certainly very knowledgeable.
To my help, and death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
I like the combat in this is simple. The weird alchemist in the Alliance rented a room upstairs, specifically asked us not to clean it during his stay. This old fool must not want us to accidentally break his files or something. So leave him in his filth. The customer's always really interesting. We're told. Random apple. Another chest to open. Loot is always good. Poisoned alchemical mix. Okay. I'm going to enjoy going to the merchant and selling stuff. Okay. Let's see what's next. Stop with the running.
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Freaking ran!
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Okay, where's the tavern? Merchant. Tavern's across from the crafting table. Ah, there. randomly pick shit up. Just walk up to a table with people around it and pick up
Good
7
day,
gold coins.
tavern keeper.
Okay.
Good day to you.
Fine.
What is your pleasure?
How is business going these days?
It's picking up. We've not seen many new customers, but of late things are looking better. The Malachor and the neighbouring wars have dampened commerce. The epidemic still rages, but the possibility of finding a cure on that island has given people something to hope for. Now that we have a city there, quite a few seafarers come by to spend their wages.
Has the Malachor really put a damper on your business?
More than a damper. They were soaked. When the sickness began to spread, a wave of panic followed in its wake. People stopped going out of their homes. They were afraid. I was close to closing shop, I tell you. And then, thankfully, the alchemists of the bridge said that you couldn't just catch it like that. People were still distrustful, as is their nature, but they are leaving home again. It's a start. I also lost quite a few regular customers. Dead or too scared to venture back. Yeah, but that's nothing new to you. The city would have sunk in the water if not for trade with the new isle.
With all these sailors coming and going, you must have heard some stories about Tearfredi.
Right. Even stories that my heaviest drinkers would have trouble believing. They say that man-trees live there. Dragons and gigantic creatures. Treasure abounds under every rock. And the source of eternal life is hidden somewhere there. Last night, some Nauts even told me they brought back one of those giant beasts into the port. Ah, but you know the kind. If you ask my opinion, the drink was fueling their imaginations.
It's like the early trips to the US.
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
It's really amusing the way I can just walk around and pick up people's stuff. Interesting. Not what I was expecting to find down in the basement. And somehow I feel like I should have expected that. There's no upstairs. Ah, there's the upstairs. Open. Hello.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
I think I want to see.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners. Making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage
Experimentation
that you
was
fell
common
from
in
grace and earned
Tolkien's.
Sahin's hatred.
It's not like we could do it with animals.
Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
That's exactly
I
what
don't
you're
have a
criticizing
choice,
others about.
but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
I'm gonna help him leave the city.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
Yes, it would. Alright, let's see if there's anything to steal. Dear Arif, genuinely sorry to learn that you have not found the peace you were hoping for in Serene. Since your departure from the Academy, the situation has been deplorable. Those you had accused are now behaving as if the rules did not apply to them, regularly performing questionable experiments, and there's nothing the rest of us can do apart from keeping a low profile. Okay, so he's telling the truth. Let's see if we can help him get out of here. That door doesn't open. I want to try and find a... There we go. See? Lockpicking. I should have picked up lockpicking. You know, I say that, but you don't know until you find out the hard way, right? Okay, downstairs maybe? Where's that second door?
The servant's door. The lock's doubled.
Locked. I don't have the key.
But I picked up the key. I picked up a key. I picked up the key to here.
The key to the tavern.
Okay. In case this goes poorly, I feel like going back. We're gonna try and talk to these people.
Please listen, I beg you.
If you want him to reimburse you, get in the back of the line like everyone else.
Believe me, I understand why you're angry.
Me? It's not money I want. That charlatan tried to poison us. I couldn't give a flying pile of dung for your pretty words. We're gonna hang him high. And you too, if you're an accomplice.
How absurd! I'm the one who put an end to his operation.
Well, in that case, help us catch him so he can be punished like he deserves.
He's trapped. He'll have to come out someday, you'll see.
Intuition.
And so you plan on waiting here? I do not advise that. All of you drank one of those potions, am I right?
You're right, we did. Tasted of death. I did nothing for me ulcer.
As for me, I only drank a few drops. And my tooth is aching more than ever.
Alas, you need only drink a mere drop for it to provoke paralysis.
Paralysis?
A terrible side effect. The symptoms appear sooner or later. No one is spared from them.
What? Are we doomed then?
Everyone. Except, of course, those going to see a doctor to receive the antidote.
What are we gonna do? The doctor costs a fortune. We're all gonna end up like statues.
Listen to me, everyone. I know a good doctor that will help us. Come on, follow me!
That charlatan will just have to wait to get what's coming to him.
The alchemist is now far from danger, at least.
Go and tell him the good news.
Oh, that was fun. And I didn't have to kill any innocents. That makes me feel good. I've played so many of these different games, and I've tried to be a bad guy and just...
Did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
I persuaded the mob to disperse calmly and without a fight. The way is free.
Very well. What power of persuasion? They didn't seem of a mind to hear reason from me.
You are free. Climb into your carriage and leave Serene immediately. Let me deal with Dr. Sahin.
I owe you my life, sir. I will be eternally in your debt.
I remind you to never step foot here again.
I have no desire to return anyway. Farewell.
Ooh, 80 golden points. That's nice. Yes, go directly to the Bridge Alliance. Save me the walking. Right.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
He gave me 50 gold coins. This guy gave me 80. Nice. I'm glad I helped the guy. Alright, leveled up. Journal, world map, codex. Here we go. Character development. Ooh. Well, now that's pretty. Okay, skills. Oh, can I just get? Requires 2 points. I have those two. Fast traps, precise calibration. I also have one-handed blades. I could increase the damage, or I can save, and I can get stasis. I like the idea of doing magic with the guns as a backup, so I can just throw a spell and shoot someone. Alright, we're going to save our character point, we're going to get to level 3, we're going to start learning magic, because I'm a madman who decides to do everything. So, merchant in the Coin Guard barracks, which is straight down the street. Right. Yeah? Yeah. Now we'll actually learn. Supposed to report to somebody in the Coin Guard barracks, wasn't I? Tell them that I have secured their shipment.
Sir de Sade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
You know, I could just take the cargo as my baggage. See if there are any doors. Anything I can steal. What's in here? Anything? Anything? Lots of guns, but I don't use. Ooh. Oh. Well, this doesn't look like a happy place to be.
It's blocked.
It's gonna be nice getting away from the plague victims. It's a candle, not something that I can steal. Jog, 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 jog.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be the talk of all Serene. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Let us sell the old rusty saber. We'll keep the pistol. Get rid of the hat. We'll get rid of the traveling suit because I am just going to wear the fine doublet. Sell the old gloves. Sell the other old gloves. We'll keep all that.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
I don't know yet. Let's see what you have for sale. Oh, interesting. So that's a divine magic ring. Old ornate broadsword. No. See, there's no real need for the rings yet because I'm not there. A small ancient arquebus, or no, blunderbuss. Ooh, flintlock rifle. That is a short rifle. It's more like a carbine to me. We'll think about it. Elemental resistance. HP healing 10 per second. Requirements of 1 willpower, which I don't have. back to it. +1 charisma and 12 armor. Yes.
Thank
Awesome.
you for your visit.
I am now
See you
even
soon.
more charismatic. Where was I going? Got distracted. Not the tavern. Not the villain's den, because I don't care. My cap... Okay. Okay. So I need to go down this way. Does that look like something? Maybe. No, that's probably nothing. So I'm gonna go over this way. Chest of stuff. 3 off them. Okay.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Absolutely.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Instead of sailors.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city.
Well, that's the.
I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
It was a perfectly safe place when I was there.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten it into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to dock to the manifest ourselves.
Damn it.
It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Thélème has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Naughts have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
I don't want to bother with this.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Okay, so Harbor Master's office is there. Nope, that would be there. No. I hope. Harbor Master office. Interesting. Okay. Well,
Do you have any idea how to get in there without being noticed?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
To my help! And death to the others!
that was a mistake. I don't want trouble with bots. Ah, damn it. Okay, autosave. Oh, perfect. Good. But you know what? This is where I'm going to call it for the day. I think you have an idea of the game, and I don't know if I'll turn this into a series, but I will definitely keep playing it. So until next time, have fun in your own adventures and happy gaming.